Hello and welcome. Welcome in my cycle of let's talk about races in Immortal Empires. Race is more like a lord, legendary lords. But yeah, this time around I want to talk about Belegar Ironhammer. And his campaign has been nerfed? Overall change. Yesterday patch changed it drastically because Scrag doesn't start here in Myrmidons, which was like a big problem because you had to include in clearing out him if you want to go for Karakate Peak, otherwise it's gonna end up bad. But now, him being here let you focus on Sartosa, which declares war on you every time, and then go for Ikit. And after that you can go for Scrag, Wurzak, and others. Relations with other dwarves are great. The severity number, the bar isn't filling fast enough, so you actually benefit from, being dwarf. You don't have to, like, after 10 turns have a, grudges meter just skyrocketing. So it's just great. You start in a really good position. Karak Izor is not hard to get, and Karak Hirn, basically instant confederation makes your life just way better, way easier. When it comes to Tilia, it's completely useless. I mean, I'm hoping they're gonna develop. Same goes for Border Princess. I'm trying them to be like strong. Funny situation, you cannot sell Sartosa for some reason. I don't know why, but it's actually a problem because it will revolt and Sartosa will be revived, so most likely I'm just gonna sell it. I'm just gonna, like, abandon it because honestly I don't care about, public order issue, because this settlement isn't really good to have, honestly. I dislike it. It's expensive. It's expensive. It's always corruption here. It's just mess. So I'm just gonna abandon it and let AI take it. I mean, I could develop it if that's like on tier 3, but starting from 1, whatever, really. Okay, so Belegar itself, the change he have in his trait that blocks missile block chance, wonderful. It changed stuff a little bit. It's not that visible, but Belegar overall, Age of Reconquest is great because construction costs for settlement cities, buildings, 50% off. It's just great. That's why I'm keeping. He's not level 12 yet, but I'm keeping points so I can fill it out right away. The experience overall has been nerfed because by now my Belegar was always level 15-ish on turn 14. It's not the case this time. When you go for Ikit, he will nuke the fuck out of you, so you really need to watch out. AI is not afraid of, dropping nuke. You can have a good relations with Orion starting the campaign right away. Orion can be your, assistant. It's great. Same goes for Balthazar Geld. You're surrounded by friends, which is... Oh yeah, Verdana's fault. Oh, that's bad. So I might lose this settlement, but it's all to, it's not a big deal. I could, like, start recruiting army, but the upkeep 50% is painful. Massive change has been implemented into capping settlements, the sieges. Previously I was just sending rangers and they were capping the main point. Now AI is really moving back to this point, and they're trying to find who is capping it. So yeah, major settlements, get ready, you're gonna have to fight for it. Maybe if you stock up the engineer, give him some buffs with speed, you cap it and then GTFO. Maybe that can work, but it's iffy. You need to watch out. Because really, I tried like Karak Izorg, I tried Sartosa. There was no way to get it. Overall, Dwarf is really strong. They get a lot of money from just, income. Despite me developing the military first, because I always prefer that over economy, because economy is strong enough. But like I said, if it comes to enemies, you have like easy way. You could also go for Scrag first, but I did try that. But then Sartosa came for Karak Bufdar instantly. Like I was at Scrag at Karak Angazar, and Sartosa was on Karak Bufdar and tried to get my Karak Izor as well. So yeah, with this amount of money you have to spare, it's really hard to get another army. So yeah, it's unwise to go for like 2 armies right away if you want to develop. I suggest you should go for Sartosa, Ikit, and then whatever else is up there. As you can see, yeah, Wurzak is going crazy,
What news?
but whatever, it's whatever. I found this campaign much more accessible, much more... It's chilly, because previously when Skarsnik was here, whenever you moved, Skarsnik was like hopping here instantly to Karakazor, and you had a problem. You had a big problem because, yeah, Skarsnik was like constantly nagging you, and of course Wurzak, Grimgore, Tilia was never anything. Tilia was always messed up, so yeah, I rate this campaign much easier. I'm trying to build a 15 turn guide, but it's hard. It's hard trying to like work this out. However, you should try it. If it's like too beefy, lower down your settings when it comes to like difficulty. You're gonna have blast. It's very fun, very accessible, like I said. A lot of allies, some trade agreements right away. Good situation. And overall, the grudge is not filling anymore that fast. Your goal is to get here. So eventually you're gonna get it. And then from that point, your campaign gonna be just like awesome. Because, 50% upkeep lifted off will let you get like 2 more armies or something, and dwarves are dominating. So is there anything I could say? I go for military, you could go for economic, politic, like the relations, up to you. Good to have, those ancestrals. They have 0 upkeep and they carry you heavenly in early game. If you can get as soon as possible Rune of Spite, it helps out melt the infantry, because you don't have Iron Drakes at the start, and it's hard to get them right away. I built up the Seed Workshop, but I demolished it. There was no spot for it, and Iron Drakes would make a lot of difference. Yeah, it feels bad without Iron Drakes, because there is a lot of stuff. Also, if you want to buff your artillery, make sure you get the homing projectile from artillery. They are the best at this stage, because AI is dodging quite a lot, and they are like chasing a little bit AI, so they actually hit infantry over being dodged with any other cases. I highly recommend this if you have any troubles with this campaign. Like I said, I'm gonna build a guide very soon, so you'll have like a good start, and from that point I will carry out the campaign, so you can see how I do it. Highly recommended, great campaign, fun. Dwarves are always fun. Just watch out for the nuke. Get yourself a good friends, good army. And yeah, I'm playing on very hard by the way. But oh, minor change. They reduced the cost of buildings. That's great. And I don't think it's Belegar thingy. No. Its overall dwarf building has been reduced. At least the military buildings at the start, because these used to cost 2,000. Now they cost 1,600. So it's a welcome change, because money at the start, especially for Belegar, are really tough. And one more thing, never ever. The auto resolve was actually, yeah, auto resolve without minor settlement on top of it, like just the field battle, are so, so good. They're so, like, light. I would love to get this one. If I do it, yeah. That's the problem with dwarves. They don't have movement after sagging the settlement. Unfortunately, because the old gold at the start is problematic to get. Nevertheless, great campaign, highly recommended. It's not the best one if you're doing dwarves for the first time. I suggest Torek or Thorgrim, but not Belegar. Belegar is one of the more complicated at the start due to the upkeep and enemy scatter around. Well, that's it. I managed to make a short video this time, so I hope you like it. If yes, you can always support me by subscribing. That would help me grow the channel. And thank you. Hope to see you next time. Take care, and bye bye.